die hard. This is Bourbon Street, New Orleans, Louisiana. In the old quarter of this once French city, sounds of another day linger. The honky-tonk atmosphere also holds remembrances of times past. Today, the street is a mecca for traditional jazz buffs and tourists. An atmosphere not too dissimilar from that which existed when a new kind of music evolved here. About the turn of the century, the Negro, freed from bondage not too many years before, gave free vent to his feelings. His music, reflecting it, had the feel of an even earlier African sound, and tempered by the French-Spanish heritage of this city, gave birth to jazz and blues. Jazz pianist Billie Taylor describes that earlier sound from which it came.
Seemingly, in the early plantation days, there was a need for entertainment of one sort or another. And after slaves had worked for long periods of time, it made sense to a benevolent master, I suppose, to let them entertain themselves. Well, they developed cakewalks, they developed various kinds of, quote, ragtime dances. Well, most of these were the antecedents of jazz because they had a very definite pulse, which was African in origin.
The essence of jazz and blues is the expression of feeling and emotion, happy or sad, and the technique is improvisation. Each musician plays as he feels, without a written arrangement or score. But through an intimate knowledge of and a sensitivity to his fellow players, each weaves a musical pattern that is free-swinging and natural. New Orleans jazz is being played today as it was in its heyday in this city's French Quarter, in a unique kind of concert setting called Preservation Hall. Still playing regularly are some of the great jazz men who straddled several generations of the jazz era. In a city where music for the Negro was so much a part of life, a school of talented musicians developed that gave the world such influential jazz greats as Louis Armstrong, Sidney Bechet, and Jelly Roll Morton. Big Jim Robinson, who in the tradition of Kid Ory and other great trombonists gave that horn a role it never had before, as a melodic instrument. Clarinetist George Lewis, a forerunner of the melodic, lilting style of Benny Goodman. Blues singer in the great tradition, a follower of Bessie Smith and Ma Rainey, a predecessor of Ella Fitzgerald, Billie Holiday, and Sarah Vaughan.
Well, you gotta put me, baby, and you don't know how.
DeDe Pierce, cornetist like Louis Armstrong, gave a new kind of voice to an old instrument, a singing voice that brought a personal, emotional quality to the cornet and the trumpet. Danny Barker recalls that jazz era of early New Orleans.